I'm young Homer, here to lead you into the rise and fall of Zeus. Tonight, we begin Series 7, Worst Enemies and Greatest Threats. Logically, with episode 55, Cronus, the father Zeus defeated. In this tale, we return to the time before Olympus, when Cronus ruled the cosmos, his power unchallenged. It was he who devoured his own children, fearing the prophecy that one of his sons would one day overthrow him. But Zeus, hidden from Cronus's wrath, grew strong and returned to face his father, beginning a war that would change the order of the world forever. This is the story of a son's courage against tyranny and the fall of an ancient ruler, a tale that echoes through all of Zeus's own fears and ambitions. As we step into this story of rebellion and destiny, allow yourself to settle deeply into the warmth of your bed, feeling safe, supported, and at ease. Close your eyes if you wish, and take a slow, deep breath in, letting calm spread through your chest, as steady as the pulse of the earth. As you exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing your body to grow heavy, sinking into stillness. This is your time to rest, to release, and to be at peace. Now focus on the rhythm of your breath. Each inhale and exhale like the distant beat of war drums. Take a slightly deeper breath in, letting it fill you fully, and hold it softly for a moment. Then, as you exhale, imagine any tightness dissolving, leaving only calm and warmth. One more time, breathe in deeply, and as you exhale, feel yourself sinking deeper, grounded and steady. Now let's guide each part of the body to soften, inviting calmness with every breath. Start with your forehead, allowing it to ease completely as you exhale. Move to your jaw, releasing any tension, letting it rest softly. Now, bring awareness to your shoulders. Inhale deeply, then let them fall gently as though settling like sand upon the shore. Allow your arms and hands to grow heavy, resting peacefully by your sides. Notice the gentle rise and fall in your chest and belly, inhaling as your belly rises, and on the exhale, releasing any last bits of tightness, feeling light and free. Shift your focus to your hips and thighs, letting them sink deeper into your bed, fully supported and relaxed. And finally, bring attention to your calves, feet, and toes, allowing them to release completely, grounded and calm. Now, imagine yourself at the edge of a vast, dark mountain where thunder rumbles and clouds gather low. In the distance, Zeus stands, young yet resolute, his gaze fixed upon the Titan Cronus, who towers above like a dark storm, powerful and unyielding. The air crackles with energy as the ancient prophecy unfolds. A son rising against his father, a battle that will shape the fate of gods and mortals alike. With each breath, feel yourself surrounded by this quiet, powerful energy, as though you too stand on the edge of an ancient turning. Inhale deeply, letting the strength and calm of the scene fill you, and exhale, feeling steady, grounded, and at ease. With your body relaxed and your mind open, allow the story to carry you into this world of strength and struggle, where a son's courage will bring about a new age. Take one last deep breath in and let it out softly. Now, let us begin. Long before Zeus claimed his throne on Olympus, the cosmos was ruled by the Titans, led by the powerful Cronus, youngest of the primordial beings. Cronus, son of Gaia and Uranus, had taken his father's place as ruler of the cosmos by force, freeing his siblings from Uranus's tyrannical rule and seizing power in an act that defined his reign. But in his ascension lay a seed of fear. Cronus's victory over his father came with a prophecy whispered from the lips of Gaia herself. One day, a child of yours shall rise to overthrow you, just as you have overthrown your father. This prophecy became an obsession for Cronus, who viewed each of his children as a potential threat. In his mind, the bond between father and child was not one of love and trust, but of impending betrayal. Driven by this fear, Cronus made a ruthless decision to consume each child as they were born, ensuring they would never grow strong enough to fulfill Gaia's prophecy. His actions would secure his throne, but they would also set him on a collision course with a son destined to be his undoing. Rhea, Cronus's wife and a goddess of great wisdom and love, watched in horror as one child after another was swallowed by her husband's insatiable fear. With each loss, her heart hardened, a quiet rage growing within her. When she bore her sixth child, Zeus, Rhea knew she could no longer watch her children disappear. She devised a plan, determined to save this last son and shield him from his father's wrath. In a desperate act of rebellion, Rhea swaddled a stone in blankets and presented it to Cronus as if it were their newborn son. Meanwhile, Rhea spirited the infant Zeus away to the island of Crete, where he was raised in secret, hidden from Cronus's all-seeing gaze. There, nurtured by nymphs and protected by the goat Amalthea, Zeus grew in strength, his heart filled with a mixture of longing for his family and a burning hatred for the father who had taken them from him. When Zeus came of age, he returned to the heavens, no longer a hidden child, but a god of immense power. Aware of the prophecy that hung over his father's reign, Zeus sought allies among those who had suffered under Cronus's rule. With a fierce determination, he freed his siblings, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon, from their father's stomach. These gods, though weakened, joined Zeus's cause with a loyalty fueled by the trauma of their captivity. To bolster his strength, Zeus also turned to the Cyclopes and the Hecatoncheires, ancient beings who had been imprisoned by Cronus out of fear of their power. The Cyclopes, grateful for their freedom, crafted powerful weapons for Zeus and his allies. Zeus received the thunderbolt, Poseidon the trident, and Hades the helm of darkness. Together, these allies and weapons formed an army that could stand against the might of the Titans. Cronus, realizing that the child he had once dismissed as a threat had returned as a fully fledged god, prepared for battle. What had once been a relationship of father and son was now one of enemies, each bound by a prophecy and a thirst for survival. The Titanomachy, the great war between gods and titans, would be the ultimate test of Zeus's power and resolve. The Titanomachy was a war that shook the very foundation of the cosmos. For 10 years, the heavens and earth trembled as gods and titans clashed in a battle of unparalleled ferocity. Cronus, wielding his sickle and backed by the full might of the titans, fought with a desperate rage, refusing to surrender his rule. His pride was unyielding, a force that made him relentless in his pursuit of victory. Zeus, wielding the thunderbolt crafted by the Cyclopes, stood as his father's equal in might, but his superior in determination. Each bolt he cast struck with the fury of all the years of exile, every ounce of grief for his devoured siblings fueling his attacks. By his side, Poseidon unleashed the fury of the seas, and Hades brought shadows to the battlefield, his helm of darkness making him an unseen force. With each battle, Zeus and his allies gained ground, their unity and shared purpose proving more potent than the Titan's strength. Finally, in a climactic battle, Zeus confronted Cronus directly. Father and son met on the battlefield, each strike resonating with the pain and betrayal that had defined their relationship. Cronus fought with a desperation that came not from hate, but from a fear of the prophecy that had haunted him. But it was Zeus's unwavering resolve that tipped the scales. With a final earth-shattering blow, Zeus cast his father down, fulfilling the prophecy that Cronus had feared since the day he had taken the throne. Though defeated, Cronus's end was not as final as he might have feared. Zeus, though victorious, did not seek to destroy his father. Instead, he chose a different fate for Cronus, a punishment that would allow him to live with the consequences of his actions. Zeus cast Cronus into Tartarus, the deepest part of the underworld, where he would remain bound, eternally separated from the throne he had fought so desperately to keep. This punishment was not born of vengeance, but of a desire to restore balance to the cosmos, a recognition that even the mightiest could fall to the forces of fate. Cronus, once a king feared and revered, was now a figure of myth, a reminder to all of Olympus that no one, not even a god, was immune to destiny's hand. In defeating his father, Zeus had not only fulfilled the prophecy, but had redefined the nature of rule. He vowed to lead with wisdom and compassion, ensuring that his reign would not be stained by the same paranoia that had led Cronus to devour his own children. Zeus's choice to spare Cronus marked the beginning of a new era for Olympus, an age where strength was tempered with mercy and where the bonds of family and loyalty were valued above the pursuit of power. Cronus's downfall served as both a caution and a reminder, a story that would echo through the ages as a testament to Zeus's strength and his ability to transcend the mistakes of the past. With the Titans defeated, Zeus and his allies established a new order on Olympus, a rule defined not by fear, but by unity and respect. Yet, even as he took the throne, Zeus was mindful of the prophecy that had bound his father. The cycle of rebellion and betrayal was a lesson he would carry with him, a reminder that power could be both a blessing and a curse. In defeating Cronus, Zeus had gained more than a throne. He had gained an understanding of the weight of his own destiny. As Zeus looked upon his siblings, now his allies and fellow gods, he saw in them not only the fruits of his victory, but the foundation of Olympus itself. Together, they had overcome the might of the Titans, and together they would shape a new age of gods. But Zeus knew that his victory had come with a price, the knowledge that one day his own children might rise to challenge him, just as he had challenged Cronus. This awareness tempered his rule, infusing his decisions with a wisdom born of experience. Through his journey, Zeus had learned that true strength lay not in the throne itself, but in the alliances and loyalty that upheld it. With Cronus defeated and Olympus secure, Zeus ushered in a new era, one of peace, order, and prosperity. Yet, as he sat upon his throne, he could not ignore the shadows that loomed on the horizon. The prophecy that had haunted Cronus lingered still, a reminder that his own reign could one day face similar threats. Zeus resolved to lead with wisdom and justice, hoping to break the cycle of betrayal that had defined his father's rule. But in his heart, Zeus knew that the battle for Olympus was far from over. For in the world of gods and men, power always attracted opposition, and enemies would rise to challenge him in ways both expected and unforeseen. The defeat of Cronus was but the beginning, a victory that marked the dawn of Zeus's rule and the emergence of forces that would test him like never before. But Cronus was not the only force Zeus would have to face. Join us in the next episode as we encounter Typhon, a creature born of pure chaos, whose power would dwarf that of any Titan. discover how Typhon's wrath would threaten to unravel everything Zeus had fought to build, in a battle that would push him to the very edge of his might. Until we meet again, may your path be filled with peace, strength, and a touch of magic. I'm young Homer, and I look forward to our next story together.